get started. Hey, good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all out to our regular board meeting. Today's date is October 30th, 2025. This meeting is being called to order and is being held at the Lancaster Administration Boardroom at 422 South Center Avenue, Lancaster, Texas. This meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act. I will now call roll and announce that a quorum is present. Ms. Cortez?
Present.
Mr. Jones?
Present.
Ms. Nichols?
Present.
Ms. Morris?
Present.
Mr. Cluis?
Present.
Myself present. Mr. Smith is absent. And the time is 6:02 p.m. Okay, at this time, the board will go into closed session as authorized by the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, Texas Government Code 551.071, Legal Advice with School Attorney, 551.072, Deliberation Regarding Real Property, 551.074, Personnel Matters, and 551.076, Deliberation Regarding Security Devices or Security Audits. 3.1, discussion of personnel updates and employment and termination of administrative and instructional personnel. 3.2, discussion of consent to sheriff's sale of real property, Dallas County Public Works Property Division. 3.3, consult with district attorneys on any subjects or matters authorized by law, including any matters listed on this meeting notice or agenda pending or contemplating litigation and proposed settlements. 3.4, discussion concerning the roles and responsibilities and ethical provisions governing public officer conduct. 3.5, consider the report from counsel for all pending legal matters. The time is 6:02 p.m. The board will go into, 6:03 p.m. We'll go into closed session.
Recording in progress.
Okay, good evening, everyone. To you all that weren't here when we opened, welcome, and thank you all for joining us for our board meeting. The board is going to come back into open session. The time is 6:59 p.m. We have no action to take at this time from closed session, so we'll move on to opening ceremonies. Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call for Ms. Kimberly Simpson to share that information with our board and our community. Ms. Simpson, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Board President, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Pereira. This evening, we are going to represent and welcome up our Barack and Michelle Obama 9th grade campus scholars from the JROTC. Come on up. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. And thank you to our BAMO students.
Right. Okay, at this time, we're going to move on to citizens' communications. Dr. Pereira, are there any citizens' communications?
Madam President, not to my knowledge. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We're moving right along. Recognition and commendations. Dr. Pereira.
Thank you again, Madam President. Once again, I'll call forward Ms. Simpson to share that information with our board and our community. Ms. Simpson, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good evening, Board President, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Pereira. I'm going to start our recognitions and commendations. Throughout the month of October, Lancaster ISD recognized and celebrated the essential roles played by our custodians, teachers, coaches, nutrition staff, HR professionals, and bus drivers. Almost each day was an appreciation day, and we are happy to highlight these amazing educators within our district. And earlier this week, Dr. Pereira proudly represented Lancaster ISD at the inaugural Texas Women in Leadership Summit. This event brings together dynamic female leaders from across the state to share insights, celebrate accomplishments, and strengthen the network of women leading in education. Dr. Pereira extends her appreciation to Right at School for supporting this empowering experience as she continues to champion leadership, learning, and sisterhood in education. And earlier this month, our Lancaster ISD Chief of Police, Clifford Worley, and myself attended the Crisis Communication Summit for School District Chiefs of Police and Public Information Officers. This specialized training focused on effective communication during school crises, emphasizing collaboration between law enforcement and communications teams. Chief Worley and I both performed exceptionally well after being put on the spot with mock interviews during the hands-on training exercises and brought back valuable information and strategies to strengthen our district's crisis response and media coordination. And on McDonald's McFries on Thursday, Lancaster High School's defeated Mesquite and received a surprise $1,000 donation from McDonald's Friday Night Fries program. We are grateful for McDonald's generous donation to support our Tiger Athletics and partnership that's truly frying up success for students. And on October 7th, Lancaster ISD participated in the City of Lancaster's National Night Out activities. Members from different departments in Lancaster ISD joined the festivities and spent the evening interacting with the community and sharing the wonderful things happening in the district. It was a great event that ended with a special performance by our Tiger Marching Band. And then Homecoming Week kicked off with an exciting parade featuring more than 70 entries from campuses, student groups, and community businesses, all showing their Tiger pride. The celebration continued with a lively community pep rally and a packed Tiger tailgate. A big thank you to our alumni and community for the support, and congratulations to our Lady Tiger volleyball team and our Tiger football teams on their homecoming wins against Skyline. And in case you missed it, the pride of Lancaster ISD was on full display early Friday morning on October 17th, as several Lancaster High School student organizations represented the district during the WFAA Daybreaks live broadcast from Tiger Stadium. We even had some of our board members rise early that same morning to join us for some fun on TV. Our students brought the energy, the talent, and the Tiger spirit, and everyone is still talking about how the Weibo Nation really showed out at 5 o'clock in the morning. And in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, during the October 17th Tiger football game, we honored Pleasant Run Elementary Assistant Principal and 2025 Teacher of the Year, Shalandria Bell, as our 2025 Breast Cancer honoree for her bravery and her fight against breast cancer. And another great award and excellence announcement, congratulations to Lancaster Middle School nurse Sylvia Bryant on being awarded the 2025 Excellence in Nursing Award by the Good Samaritan Foundation. Good Samaritan's Excellence in Nursing Award is one of the largest programs dedicated to recognizing the women and men who are actively working in the nursing profession. This prestigious award honors registered nurses and educators who are nominated by their peers and selected by a distinguished award selection committee. Congratulations to Nurse Bryant. And some upcoming events for everyone to make note of. On November 2nd through the 4th, Deputy Superintendent Dr. Cassandra Barker and Instructional Technology Coordinator Brittany Parks will represent Lancaster ISD as they present at the 2025 EduTech and EduTech Academic Summit. Their session is titled, How Districts Can Use AI to Tackle Their Toughest Challenges, Lancaster ISD Case Study on Coaching Every Teacher at Scale. And as a reminder, our regularly scheduled professional learning calendar, November 3rd and 4th, will serve as professional learning days for Lancaster ISD staff and student holidays. In addition, several campuses will be used as polling sites for the November 4th election day, and we will welcome our students back to school on Wednesday, November 5th. In addition to that, Lancaster ISD reminds all registered voters that early voting for the constitutional amendment election is today through tomorrow, October 31st, and election day is Tuesday, November 4th. And get ready for some smoking competition. Lancaster High School is proud to host the High School Barbecue Regional Competition on November 14th through the 15th. Join us as student pit masters from across the region fire up the grills and showcase their barbecue skills. And if you all remember, we had some of their barbecue at our Friday Night Lights, and it was really, really good. So if you have time, please come out and support our culinary arts students. And this holiday season is here, and Lancaster High School Student Council, the Lancaster High School baseball, and the Lancaster High School softball teams are collaborating, and they're really excited to kick off their second annual Thanksgiving food drive. This year, the goal is to provide 100 families with complete Thanksgiving meals. You can find the link to the Amazon list to order food online on the district website, or board is also in your board newsletter. You may donate here in person, or you can order online. And so let's all come together to support our students as they aim to show love, unity, and service in our community. In addition to that, one of our favorite events, the Tiger Toy Drive, will begin on November 10th, and we need everyone's help to make this season unforgettable for our youngest students. We're aiming to collect over 1,200 toys for our pre-K3, pre-K4, and kindergarten students, so join us by donating a new unwrapped toy, or you may order toys online with our Amazon wish list. This information is also in the board newsletter and on our website. And board, at this time, if you can join me on the floor for special recognitions. All right, board, at this time, we're gonna ask Dr. Jackson to join us. I think Bobby Courtney is here, and Miss Donna Mitchell, come on down for me. Let's clap them up as they come down. So board, if you all remember with some of your updates, we've been talking about attendance awareness. We always talk about dropout prevention. Attendance Awareness Month is in September, which goes into Dropout Prevention Month, which is in October. So Ms. Donna Mitchell and Dr. Jackson and the entire team have been working in September and October, November, December, the whole year, but specifically these months, and they want to recognize the Attendance Awareness Month campaign. They did a series of engaging initiatives that encourage students, families, and staff to prioritize showing up each day. So first, we want to say congratulations to the campus winners. GWC had an essay winner, Tiara Scott Reagan. BAMO had an essay winner, Miracle Ojo. Early College had an essay winner, Kaden Brown. And fifth grade, DORA competition, which was between the classrooms and the teachers, Ms. Chalmers from Houston Elementary won that. They had a front office decoration in Rosa Parks Millbrook won that. And then our cafeteria decoration, West Main Elementary won that award. So congratulations to them. Now, it's always so much going on, and these efforts were led by none other than Donna Mitchell from our Student Services team with help from Mr. Bobby Courtney. Together, they helped make Attendance Awareness Month a district-wide success. So it is so many things that goes on, and we just want to say thank you to you guys because we know the hard work that goes into it. Y'all gotta go in the middle. Go in the middle. And so, just 1 second, I'm not done. We gotta show some love. So as we move into October's National Dropout Prevention Month, which her work has led to this, we're proud to highlight Ms. Mitchell's continued leadership and impact. She proudly represents Lancaster ISD as the only National Dropout Prevention Specialist in Dallas County. She was also recognized in 2024 by Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett for her dedication, and she also had the opportunity to visit the White House in recognition of her national work. This summer, Ms. Mitchell joined the Dallas Juvenile Justice System Transformation Team, collaborating with leaders to improve youth development and reduce juvenile involvement. Her work has placed Lancaster ISD on both the national and international stage, including her service as president of the International Association for Truancy and Dropout Prevention, and as a longtime board member since 2013. We thank our student services team for their ongoing commitment to success for our students and for ensuring that every student shows up each day. So Ms. Mitchell, this is us saying thank you because I know the work that you've done for several years in Lancaster ISD, and to the student service team as an entire whole for the work that you all do day in and day out. Congratulations. Good job. And last but not least, we want to celebrate a group of individuals who are the best of the best. Our wonderful Lancaster ISD principals. October 1st kicked off National Principal Month, and Lancaster ISD proudly celebrated its principals with a significant event. We took them to the golf course for some professional learning, where they even had a chance to compete against their superintendent on the greens. We're not going to say who won, but they were just going to say we might have to do a couple of more professional learnings for our principals to get them out there and release some stress. But hey, we're going to call each one of our principals up and celebrate them like only we know how to do. So first I want to say, let's bring up Dr. Patrice Ruffin-Brown from Lancaster Middle School. And you guys just stay up here while we're going to get a group picture too. And from BAMO 9th grade campus, Addison, Russ. And from the high school, Miss Kirsten Jett, come on down. And from our Lancaster Early College High School, Miss Ashley Tippett. And from J.D. Hall Learning Center, Mr. Daniel Hernandez. Gail Wright is not here, but she is Principal of the Year, so we're just going to clap it up for her anyway. So principals, come on in together. We're going to take our secondary group first. Principals, get right in the middle. Board, let's get behind them. Let's throw our L's up. Big smiles. Woo! Y'all should be used to the confetti cannons by now. Come on now. Get it off your forehead. Big smiles, big smiles. Good job. All right, let's welcome up our elementary principals. From Beltline Elementary, Mr. Travis Anderson. From Houston Elementary, Miss Dabarici Okafor. Dr. Dabarici Okafor. From Pleasant Run Elementary, Kimberly Coleman. From Rolling Hills Elementary, LaJoyce Johnson. From Rosa Parks Millbrook Elementary, Courtney Slaughter. And from West Main Elementary, Deshonda Milner. You guys come over in the middle for me too. Hold on. All right, okay. All right, board, we're gonna ask you to step up behind. Who was that? Kimberly Coleman, are you here? We gotta take one more because Kimberly Coleman just came. Pleasant Run Elementary, Kimberly Coleman. All right, big smiles, guys. Check your partner for confetti on there. Perfect. Thank you, principals. We love you guys. Happy Principals Month. And board, that concludes our board acknowledgments. Thank you.
I'd like to say thank you to everyone that was acknowledged, and we definitely appreciate what you do for Lancaster ISD on a daily basis. We're going to move on to our conservators report. Dr. Francois.
Thank you. Good evening, Board President, trustees, and Superintendent Pereira. It's my pleasure to be here this evening, and congratulations to those hardworking principals. That's probably the hardest job you'll ever hold, and they most assuredly are deserving of the recognition. So I'm happy to have been here to see you give them their due props. Board members, you have the September as well as the August reports in your board packet, so no need for me to go through those one by one. But I do want to say that what you will find in the report is that now, unlike in the past, all of your GPMs and goals are on track. And that's a good thing, especially in particular GPM 3.2, which relates to board decorum and behavior, it is on track. However, I am continuing to monitor that area very closely. I do want to make note to Dr. Pereira and you as a board for leadership that in the past I have been attending Dr. Pereira's cabinet meetings every week that she holds them, and because of the progress that has been made, I do not feel any reason to attend those meetings in the future. So I will not be there I'll miss you all. It's always great to be at your meetings. It's inspiring, in fact, to be at those meetings because to see the work that's put in, the effort that each of those leaders from those departments present, it's very inspiring. And I need to make sure you understand, the public has no idea how much work goes into central office staff work, how much time, how much dedication, and it's a job, as I said, principal work is tough, central office work is tough also. But I have been very pleased to watch this leadership group over the years that I've been here, and selfishly, I'd like to continue to attend just because it's so enjoyable to watch such a good group of people work so hard and do such good work, but there's really no need for me to continue to do that. I will, however, and kudos to Ms. Simpson and the communications people who put together board newsletter. I will continue to look at that newsletter, mainly because in that newsletter there is a section that outlines what each department is doing, and it's very extensive. So if you're reading that, you really get a pretty good idea of what work is being done and how things are rolling out. So I will continue to monitor that newsletter closely, and again, give my congratulations to those who have the responsibility for putting it together. The other reason I am not feeling any particular compunction to have to continue to come to Cabinet, the goal number 4, which included issues around child nutrition and special education, that goal is, in my mind, it's a checkoff. And I want to say to the two individuals who are leading those departments, congratulations, you're doing great. Please, no backsliding, please. But what I've seen, again, that ended up on the report has been remedied, and so I feel comfortable that those two particular areas are being handled well. So overall, trustees, my recommendation to you is to continue to look at the report, realize there still is work to be done. We're not finished. I enjoy being in Lancaster, but I don't want to stay in Lancaster forever. And so the implementation phase is where we are now. I want to see that implementation to be at the highest level. So that concludes my report. And again, congratulations on the progress that you've made.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Francois. We'll move on to Superintendent's report. The first one is Finance, 9.1, August 2025 Financial Report. Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call forward Ms. Mosley to share that information with our board and our community. Ms. Shaw-Mosley, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, Board President, board members, and Dr. Pereira. This evening, I'm presenting the August 2025 Financial Report. A full version of the August 2025 financial reports are uploaded in Diligent for your viewing. The first slide represents the taxes that are collected for August 2025. Well, we collected taxes, but we also had to pay money back for refunds, return checks, transfers, and protests that citizens had. And that net send back was $434,025.62. The next report is an income statement with the revenues represented for general fund at the top and the expenditures by function at the bottom, and you will see that's for August. Now, we're in the audit process right now, so this is not a final report. We're going through the audit, and we'll bring the audit report back to you for approval in January. This represents the top 10 revenue drivers, which taxes and the formula funding, the revenues from TEA, being our top 2 drivers of revenue within the district, and this is a representation of August. It's unaudited. We're going through the audit process right now, and you'll have the final numbers on the January report. This is the top 10 drivers, which is instruction, which it should be, and then maintenance and operations is our second top high expenditure driver that we have in the district. The next one is basically an income statement for food service. The top represents the claims that we get for the meals we serve the kids from TDA, and then the bottom represents the expenditure spent in child nutrition. Again, this is unaudited. We're in the audit right now. And food service, the highest expenditure we have is to the third-party vendor, which is SFE. Debt service, this is where all our interest and sinking funds are going. This is from the taxes that are collected as well and where we pay our bond payments. And as you can see at the bottom, we have saved the district a substantial amount of money since 2021. We have a direct savings since the refunding we did in 2025 of $5,521,454. The next statement is a reconciliation of our investment portfolio. We have two pools, which is Lone Star and Tex Pool. We have general fund monies in there, debt service, capital projects, which is very little, and we have child nutrition, and these are the two portfolios that we have in the district. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. Any questions? Okay, thank you so much. We'll move on to campus highlights. 9.2, Rolling Hills Elementary, Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call forward Ms. LaJoyce Johnson to share that information with our board and our community. Ms. Johnson, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good evening, Board President Hamilton, distinguished board members, and Superintendent Pereira. I am LaJoyce Johnson, the proud principal of Rolling Hills Engineering Academy, and I thank you for the opportunity to serve. The rest of the administrative team consists of Assistant Principal, Dr. Taylor, Counselor, Ms. Thomas, Administrative Assistant, Ms. Abram, Registered Nurse, Ms. Sparrow, and our interventionist, Ms. Manning. Pictured here is our awesome team as we saddled up for success with our district. At Rolling Hills, our mission is to ensure our students have the tools and experiences to become world leaders. Our vision is that every student masters grade level standards. And our theme this year is We Are the Real Deal, where teaching and learning gets real. Considering enrollment from the end of the 24-25 school year, our current school year's enrollment sits at about 15 students less and is currently at a total of 361 students. Regarding the teaching staff, we have 27 teachers, which is the same number as last year, with 2 who have become fully certified and others who are working through the district's initiatives to become certified. At Rolling Hills Engineering Academy, our focus is on world-class teaching and learning, which is at the heart of everything we do. We've strengthened academic achievement through intentional data meetings, small group instruction, and professional learning that ensures all teachers are equipped to meet diverse student needs. Our enrollment continues to reflect the diversity of our community, and our teachers are committed to ensuring every student receives equitable access to high-quality learning experiences. Because of their dedication, we are happy to share that our campus performance rating increased, and our continuous efforts reflect the hard work, focus, and unity of our staff and students. As it pertains to Board Goal 2, we believe that academic success thrives in a safe and supportive learning environment. This year, we've enhanced the campus safety protocols, strengthened our house system, and embedded social-emotional learning throughout our daily routines. Through restorative practices, attendance incentives, and campus-wide celebrations like Spirit Weeks, house meetings, attendance awards, and other recognition events, we foster a culture where students and staff feel connected and valued. Our campus continues to provide safe spaces for students to learn and staff to lead and belong, ensuring that every child can thrive both academically and emotionally. Fiscal integrity is key to sustaining our success. We continue to align our campus resources strategically to support our academic and campus improvement plan goals, investing in instructional materials, technology, student incentives, and staff professional growth to yield student outcomes. Through careful planning and the efficient use of funds, we ensure that every dollar allocated directly supports student learning, safety, and engagement. Our progress is a shared effort built on strong relationships with families, community partners, and district supporters. Through events such as Parent Nights, Career Day, literacy initiatives, and our signature parent resource newsletter, we've continued to strengthen home and school connections. We are working to continue to build our PTO, provide volunteer opportunities and inclusive events while seeking additional opportunities like establishing a relationship with an actual engineering firm that will further provide ways for our parents and community members to actively participate in the life of our school. As I close, I would like to share that Rolling Hills Engineering Academy is currently rated at a 78. We were just 2 points from a B with a distinction in academic achievement in reading language arts. Our campus catchphrase has become, "We are working to see our way to an A." And this shows that our efforts are making a measurable difference, and together I know that we can do it. I am confident that as a united school community, we will rise above where we are and will continue moving in the right direction. Our teachers and school community wholeheartedly support this mission and demonstrate daily why we are truly the real deal. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any questions, comments from the board? Hearing none. Thank you so much. Okay, 9.3, Barack and Michelle Obama Ninth Grade Center, Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call forward Mr. Addison Russ to share that information with our board and our community. Mr. Russ, the floor is yours when you're ready, and I think you have someone else with you?
Does he hear me? Okay. All right, good evening, Madam President, distinguished board members and guests. I'm Addison Russ, the proud principal of the Barack and Michelle Obama ninth grade campus. I'm honored to share how we're building a culture of excellence, equity, and legacy here at BAMO. Our leadership team, including myself, is Ms. London, who is the Dean of Students, the Associate Principal, who is Ms. Conway, and we operate as a family. We lead with love, accountability, and a shared commitment to our scholars. This image represents more than just a staff photo. It captures the heart of our campus culture. BAMO Family Business is our way of affirming that every student, staff member, stakeholder is a part of a unified, supportive, and accountable community. We're not just a team, we're a family, and this is our business. All right, so we have 398 students, which is 10 off from last year, 343 in our traditional pathways, and 55 in our P-TECH program. Our staff includes 32 educators, with 26 fully certified and 5 working towards certification. Our academic goals are ambitious and intentional. In reading, we aim to increase MEET scores from 40 to 47% and masters from 7% to 14%. In biology, we're targeting 47% meets, 15% masters. In Algebra 1, we're trying to push meets from 22% to 30%, and masters from 8% to 20%, with every student growing at least one grade level. How do we plan to do it? Well, through walkthroughs and coaching meetings. Teachers are receiving consistent feedback that's driving growth. Personalized PD ensures that each teacher gets targeted support. We also have our P-TECH program, which I believe Ms. Murray and Ms. Moffitt will talk about later, but it empowers our students through focused pathways in nursing, care professions, teaching and education, and healthcare exploration. This initiative expands access to early college credit, builds career-aligned skills and certifications, and supports our mission to prepare every scholar for post-secondary success. We're working toward increasing student SEL growth, with 85% demonstrating improved coping strategies and reducing suspensions, targeting a 25% decrease in out-of-school suspensions and 10% in in-school suspensions through strategic SEL implementation. So far, so good. Our discipline data shows that our out-of-school suspensions have decreased by 85%. and in-school suspensions decreased by 71%. Also, our attendance initiatives are helping keep students engaged and present, and with the help of student services, we've been able to increase our attendance percentage almost by a couple of percentage points. So some things are working, we're not there, but we're working toward getting where we want to get. Through these efforts, we're experiencing a renewed energy and excitement around learning. Our commitment remains strong to ensure every student builds the foundational skills needed to transition successfully to the main high school and proudly represent Weebo Nation from May 2029 and beyond. There you go. Rue. Yeah, he's wild. Okay. All right, so we also, for our fiscal accountability, we conduct quarterly budget reviews and use data to allocate resources to academics, technology, and safety. Our PD is cost-effective and peer-led, and we monitor impact to ensure smart spending. We build trust through family engagement, mentorships, and transparent communication. Our culture committees and recognition programs foster respect and inclusion. All right, so you have McKean's and McQueen's programs and whatnot. So this slide is especially meaningful. Pictured here are former Lancaster High School students, young people I had the privilege of serving as an administrator who now work with me at BAMO. Their journey from scholars to professionals is a powerful reminder of the legacy we're building here in Lancaster ISD, its mentorship in action, and it's proof that our investment in students pays off. Thank you.
Tell the public who you have right there, who's the furry person?
Oh, the first? You hear him growl? You hear him growl? You hear him growl? Oh, no, it's in my mouth now. Come on. Oh, his name is Rue. You know, like flower and watermelon and everything. Yeah, so it's Rue. And he brings light to our campus. He comes in and he makes that little noise right there when he's feeling it, you know, and kids love him, staff love him. He knows my voice now, because he does that every time I pick him up. I guess he does that with everybody picking him up.
No, we don't. Yeah.
Thank you,
All right,
Mr. Russ.
thank you so much.
All right.
Any questions, comments from the board? Ms. Morris, your mic, please.
Good spirit, Ms. Sura.
All right. Appreciate
Good
it.
spirit.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
All right.
Madam President, I do have
Ms. Jones?
a question, Mr. Russ.
Yes, sir.
All right, definitely I want to thank you as principal and the other principals out here as well. You mentioned about your quarterly budget reviews. Give me a little bit more about that. Is that more so on the instructional programs? Or
It's
just
everything. So it's more or less me and the office manager. We're going through just really looking at what we're spending, what we need to spend, what we need to get, and how we can go about getting it. So we still are new really to the process of purchasing and whatnot. So we do a lot of calling to Dana and Ms. Harrison over there. So we do a lot of things just to kind of self-check what we got going on and make sure that we're doing things well and in order.
okay. And my next question is pertaining to the lofty goals that you identified.
Yes, sir.
Do you have what you need to achieve those goals that the board can assist with?
No, I have everything that I need. I just need to make it happen.
All right.
I just need to make it happen.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Okay, we're now moving to teaching and learning. 9.4, audio enhancement updates. Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call for Chief Worley as well as Mr. Max Dobson to share that information with our board and our community. Gentlemen, the floor is yours whenever you're ready.
Good evening, Board President Hamilton, board members, and Dr. Pereira. I'm going to let let Max here have the conversation. He's going to present audio enhancement. This is it's a big program and system that we have in place over at the high school, and looking to possibly expand it as we produce throughout the next 3 or 4 or 5 years. All right, so I'll give it to you.
Well, Rue is a pretty tough act to follow, so hopefully I don't put anybody to sleep here. First off, I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be here, allowing us to partner with you guys. We've had a really great time partnering with the folks at Lancaster High School and working with the entire team. We're really excited to kind of show you a little bit of what we've done at the high school and what some of these systems look like. So, have we got it all set up? Okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and move to the next slide if we can. So really quickly about me, as Chief said, my name is Max Dobson. I'm the Regional Sales Director for Audio Enhancement. I live over in Forney, so not too far from you guys, and just excited to be here. Go to the next slide. So I'll tell you a little bit about our story. We were founded by a mother who had 2 deaf sons. You can see in that photograph there in the center is Claudia Anderson, and on the right, her 2 oldest sons, Justin and Jeremy. They were born profoundly deaf, and they were not succeeding in school, wearing hearing aids. They could not hear the teacher. And so she came up with a solution to place 4 speakers in a classroom and to give the teacher a microphone. That way, Justin and Jeremy could sit anywhere they wanted to and be able to hear the teacher. And to make a really long story short, everyone in the classroom started to improve. The teachers noticed they were paying more attention. The kids were able to understand and hear clearly. And that's when she realized that she had stumbled upon something that was benefiting every single student that was in that classroom. And so that's why she founded Audio Enhancement. And that's why we've been in business. We've been in business now just a little bit over 46 and a half years, almost 47 years now in K-12 education. I had a little video to show you, but it looks like it's not going to work, so we'll go ahead and jump in. So there's 3 solutions we're going to talk to you about today that we've implemented at the high school. We'll go ahead and go to the first slide here, and we'll talk about the first one. So the first one is, like I mentioned, that audio system in the classroom. Next slide. And so one of the big misconceptions about why we put microphones in the classroom is that people think we're trying to make the teacher louder. We're actually trying to make the teacher more clear. So the consonants are what carry the meaning in the English language. And so when teachers try to make sure that everybody can hear by using their teacher voice, those vowel sounds, those A's and those O's, are very loud, right? And when they use their teacher voice, we end up covering up the consonant sounds. And so by providing the teacher a microphone, we allow them to speak at their normal speaking voice and allow everybody in the classroom to hear them as if everyone is standing there right next to them. Go to the next slide. I think maybe we've got the wrong PowerPoint, but keep going a little bit if you don't mind. Yeah, keep going a little bit. So that's the audio system. I'll talk a little bit about the EPIC system. So EPIC stands for Educational Paging Intercom Systems. We love our acronyms at Audio Enhancement, don't ask me why. But go ahead and go to the next slide, and we'll show you a little bit about this. It didn't quite look like this at Lancaster High School, but one of the things that we're really proud of is we've taken systems that can be really complicated and off-putting sometimes and turned them into a very easy-to-use platform. Go to the next slide, please. So we've given them a touchscreen that's in the front office, and for them to be able to make intercom calls or talk to classrooms, they simply touch the classroom they want to call, and they're having an intercom call. And to create a bell schedule now takes them about 15 minutes, which in the past it probably was a ticket to IT or dial the nuclear launch code on the telephone. If you get it wrong, then go back and start over again. And we've eliminated all of that, and within about 5 minutes they can have their bell schedule done for the entire year. The other thing too, talking about school culture, lots of culture in this board meeting. This is one of the most fun board meetings I've ever been to. So they can play music for bells. They can excuse me. They can record announcements. So lots of ways they can customize that system. Next slide. And it's a little hard to see here. I apologize. But one of the things we've implemented is what we call an ITC. We've got little touch panels that are in each of these classrooms. And so on that map of your school that the front office is seeing, if the school was ever to go into a lockdown, it would prompt every room whether or not they're secure. And on that map, you're seeing an overview of what's happening. So you're going to see red classrooms that have reported a lockdown or reported that they need help, yellow unreported, and green are the ones that have reported that they're secure. So you get real-time feedback in lockdowns and information to know who's secure, where they are, the number of occupants that are in each room, and when first responders show up, they know where they need to go into the building first to be able to address any situations that are going on. Add on top of that some visual messaging. We have these displays that are in the hallways now. So we're able to communicate with everybody in the hallways during these emergency situations. So for example, in a fire alarm pull station is pulled. We're able to put evacuation routes and instructions on these displays that are able to guide students where they need to go, which is very helpful, especially in the classrooms. We're able to put up a fire evacuation map that's specific to that room on that teacher's computer. They see that, they know exactly where they need to go, and they're continuing to be guided by these signs when they enter the hallways. Next slide. The last thing I'll talk about is what we call the SAFE system. Next slide, please. So one of the biggest things that we implemented at the high school was these SAFE alerts. And these microphones that the teachers have that they're wearing, anytime that they need assistance or they need help, they're able to press and hold those two buttons on the sides of that microphone. And what it does is it sends an alert to the front office. Once the front office acknowledges that alert, you can see this receiver that's on the right here. That receiver, when they press that button, those lights change to solid red. As soon as somebody in the front office sees that and acknowledges that alert, those change to green, red, green. So it's completely silent in the classroom, but it lets the teacher know that it's been seen, that help is on the way. And then, next slide, please. And then again, it's identifying their location. So you can see that the kiosk that's in the front office. So a teacher could be in the hallway, they could be outside, they could be in their classroom. But we're able to identify their exact location, where they are, what's going on. A security camera feed would pop up if there was one in the hallway next to them. So you can know who you're sending to go help them. Are you sending the nurse? Are you sending the SRO? Real-time information. Next slide. And then in addition to that, very robust communication. Everyone's receiving text message and email alerts with the location, exactly what's going on. The app, if again there was a camera nearby, they'd be able to see exactly what's going on, be able to see a live feed of that situation to know who they need to send. And then an additional thing we've deployed is for those non-instructional staff. You can see that badge, which is on the bottom right of your screen. And it has the same function. Anybody in the building can press and hold those two buttons. It'll identify their location. And there's some procedures in place and some options that the district has for that button in the middle to either go to a lockdown or to escalate, that it's a more serious issue, be able to customize that to whatever you need. And then the other thing that is on this slide is there's lots of systems out there that do it different ways. We always focus on, we want them to have a simple way to call for an alert, not 6 times for a medical, 3 for this. It's just one press for them, and help is automatically sent to the front, to their location. And then the last thing that we've done, we've taken a lot of different systems that you guys already own and you've invested good money on. And what we've done is we've kind of brought them together in the Epic platform, almost kind of like the Alexa of the school. So for example, when the fire alarm does go off, we're muting all the audio in the building so that everyone hears that announcement when it comes over. When Raptor goes into a lockdown, it's integrating with the access control where Epic's automatically triggering that. It's sending the audible messages throughout the building. So we're trying to take out the human aspect of it as much as we can to say when this happens, a series of events happens automatically within the Epic system whether it's in any of these different platforms. There we go. Any questions that I can answer for anyone?
Right. Thank you. Board, any questions, comments? Dr. Pereira?
Yes, thank you, Madam President. I do intend to have the board, if you wish, to come and see a demonstration of the system at the high school. We're looking at perhaps in November during the safety meeting that we'll just host it over at the high school. And if you're interested in having a demo of the system, Stimpson has agreed to do so.
Yeah.
I think it's better seen than just seen on the screen.
Yeah. I apologize. We had a video for you, but it wasn't working tonight. But
Okay. Anyone else?
I do
Mr.
have
Jones?
questions. Is any AI integrated into your current system?
Not the components we currently have deployed, but we do have some newer things like live translation that are available in the classroom for English language learners and things like that we are coming out that utilize that technology.
Okay. And Chief, you mentioned it will be coming into some other campuses at some point?
Yes, sir. That is the goal. Eventually, is to, as you know, obviously, as funding is provided and we're able to acquire funding, whether it be through grants or wherever, to put these into the rest of the schools eventually. Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. That's it. Thank you so much, you all. Okay. We're going to 9.5 P-TECH update. Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call forward Ms. Moffitt. Okay, Ms. Moffitt. I'm sorry, it's late. Ms. Moffitt, you're on the docket here to present, as well as Ms. Murray. You're saying you're as well. Okay, let me say that again. Thank you, Madam President. I have Ms. Moffitt and Ms. Murray that will present that information to our board and our community. Ladies, the floor is yours. I'm sorry.
Good evening, Madam Board President Hamilton, distinguished board members, and Superintendent Dr. Pereira. Thank you for having us this evening. We're excited to present the P-TECH update for you, and we have Ms. Moffitt, our P-TECH coordinator, that will be sharing most of that information.
Good evening, Board President Hamilton, board members, and Superintendent Dr. Pereira. So what is P-TECH? Pathways in Technology Early College High School is an open enrollment program that creates workforce pathways aligned with high demand, high wage fields throughout the state. Students enrolled in P-TECH programs work toward an associate degree and or level 1 and level 2 certification while gaining hands-on work experiences. So this is our P-TECH leadership team. All the people that you see on the screen are those who were part of the planning process last year. We all collaborated as far as what pathways we wanted to offer, scheduling, the way the students are cohorted, all things P-TECH. These are the people that made that possible. So we officially opened on the first day of school, August 13th, and leading up to that, we had our welcome inauguration ceremony, which was at BAMO for our inaugural class of 2029. We had food, we had music, we danced, we took pictures, and then we had our, the staff was a part of that, the incoming staff, so they got to meet their teachers. And then we started off with our summer bridge program where we took the students, we did a lot of team building activities, took the students on a field trip to UNT Dallas, and we had a good time. And so we also added Coach Lamisa McKinney to our staff, and she is our P-TECH facilitator. And she's in class with the students every day, helping them get acclimated to taking college classes and just being a part of P-TECH. So our cohort 1 numbers, total of 55 students. We have 16 that are part of education and training, which we are really excited about, that these 16 students actually want to be in the education profession because we hear so much about the teacher shortage. So we were really excited to have those 16 young people that wanted to choose that pathway. And then we also have 39 in our patient care tech program, and those are the students that want to go into the medical field. So during our scheduled pickup night at BAMO, a lot of families inquired to me about wanting to be a part of PTech. So last week, during lunchtime, I did an announcement at BAMO, and we had about 36 students that want to come over with us in spring. So I actually had a meeting last week for the parents to give them information about PTech. So they're excited. So right now we're in the enrollment phase. They have completed the PTech application. So now we're going through the Dallas College application to get their college ID numbers and have them enrolled in classes for spring semester. So they'll start with us in January. So currently, these are our two four-year plans for the students. Like I said, we have the patient care tech associate's degree that those students can earn, and as well as the associate of arts in teaching. As you can see, both programs, they start in 9th grade taking college classes, and you can see each year those classes increase as they move along in hopes that everyone graduates with the associate as well as their certification. So coming August 26th, when we first started last year, this was on our marketing as well, that we would be adding another pathway, which is our robotics and automation. And we're going to be partnering with Texas State Technical College. So these students who choose this pathway will be obtaining the Advanced Manufacturing Certification 1. And so those students will start in 9th grade. Now this pathway won't get the associates, they're just getting the certification. So this is our PTech Advisory Board. So the people that you see on this committee is just like our leadership committee. Once our leadership committee, we come up with ideas, we meet with the advisory board to go over to get their input of what they think would be best for our students as well, to get their input so that when we do make the decision, it's not just one person making the decision for the whole thing. We want input from it's the school board members that are on it, as well as our business and industry partners as well, because we want to make sure that we are keeping the student in mind, and then we want to hear from the business partners to see what they're looking for when they're hiring. So one of the biggest difference with PTech from our traditional early college is our work-based learning experiences. And as you can see, in the fall, we have various activities that the students, starting in 9th grade, various activities that they do to give them like some work-based learning exposure. We've done things, we've done goal setting, and we also have done some defined learning career extension activities like building a resume, cover letters, those kind of things. And then in the spring, we'll have some guest speakers come in or go on one of our work-based learning tours, as well as have our practicum students that are already in those CTE programs come over and talk to the students to get them for our freshmen to ask them questions on what they have to look forward to. Our work-based learning partners are Lancaster ISD. We have Methodist Charlton Medical Center, Walmart, and Center for Brain Health. And that's it. Thank you.
And board, before we sit down, we would like to recognize our business and industry partners, as well as our newest collegiate partner, Texas State Technical College. I do want to tell you that we went to TSTC, and Dr. Haregrove was very instrumental. There he is. Dr. Haregrove was instrumental in that. I said, hey, just go see if they can have what we need. And though they didn't have the pathway we were looking for at the Red Oak campus, they actually came together as a team and devised the program to partner with us to offer the partnership with robotics and automation. So we are super excited about that. And at this time, if you will allow us, I just have a little swag bag to give them. We want to call up Miss Renee Ralston with Texas State Technical College. We want to call up Miss Olivia Guerra with Center for Brain Health. Glad you made it. We want to call up Shan Robinson, representing Toyota, who partners with us. And we want to call up Harry Kennedy with Hacking Innovation and for partnering with us as well. And because we know your schedules are busy, to our two board members also, if you can join us, and the board members on the floor, Board President Helbertson and Ty Jones, thank you for serving on our advisory committee as well. But all the board members, if you can come in and take a picture. Oh. There's Ty.
Sorry, for the Center of Brain Health, they actually have a book for y'all.
The family's still around. Oh, thank you.
That concludes the P-TECH updates. Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much. Did anyone from the board have any questions, comments? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, board, at this time, we'll move on to, we have maintenance and operations.
Madam President, I did have one question.
Okay, Mr. Jones, Ms. Murray, Ms. Moffitt, I think Mr. Jones has a question for you.
And my question is, so, I'm sorry. We got caught up in all the confetti. My apologies. So my question is, around these programs, can you express or explain the impact this will have on our CCMR?
So this will increase the number of students receiving dual credit, which impacts CCMR, so they get points there. And also the number of students receiving those level 1 certifications and associate's degrees. Right. So this program actually impacts us for college and career, which is definitely what we want.
Okay, thank you. I just want to make that correlation because our goal is 90%. CCMR goals by 28-29. So
absolutely.
Thank you for that work.
Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to move on to maintenance and operations. 9.6, operations update. Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call for Dr. Kimbrough to give that information to our board and our community. And Trustee Jones, we're at 83 right now.
There we go.
Good evening, President Hamilton and distinguished Board of Trustees and Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Pereira, I come tonight to present our updates from October. I would like to first start off by recognizing our custodials on October 2nd. That was Custodial Appreciation. They do a lot of the work in the district that no one else does. They clean up after everybody, keep our campuses clean. So we did celebrate them over fall break. Dr. Pereira gave us a donation to help us provide snacks and music. I took care of the DJ just to celebrate them. We didn't have much, but they got a chance to dance and just celebrate on that day they came back before they got out to our schools, just letting them know we appreciate all the work that they do. We also had some projects to take care of over a fall break. One of the things was the service center. If you drove past it, you saw a lot of the paint was peeling off of it. That was one of the things Dr. Pereira herself pointed out about the service center. The men in that building and women, they spend so much time taking care of everybody else. Sometimes you forget to take care of your own building. So we did get that building painted and looking good. Another building is the Child Nutrition Building. Also was in need of a paint job and some upgrades, and we took care of that over fall break as well. Also in our early college, they had a concern about their carpet. It needed replacing. You can see the bottom pictures was the before carpet. We also replaced that carpet in Bama. So when these things, at early college, when these things come in, our team, we just try to find the time to address these issues that we see to keep our schools and our facilities up to par. Also, one of the requests that came in, our middle school students, they were looking around at the theater rooms and they saw the high school had a black theater room, Bama had a black theater room, they wanted a black theater room. So we gave them a black theater room over fall break, and they were so happy that once the paint smell went away, they were so happy to be in there, and we was happy to make that happen for them. And the main thing, clean facilities. Really high on our list. I don't really care the age of the school. There's no excuse for it not being clean. That is our standard when our staff and our kids walk back in every day, not just off of fall break, so it's easy to maintain this. This is our job. They're just pictures from different campuses, what our kids walked into seeing. And they have to walk in seeing this every day because we do get out and walk. We do visit the campuses every day, and it's not the expectation anymore. It's a standard. We will provide clean facilities to our staff and students, and there's no negotiation on that. Some of our other projects, we had ice machines that athletics had requested. There was about 10 ice machines that we put into place or moved around over fall break for them. The water fountains, the high school was missing about 10 water fountains, so we did get those installed. Also, we're still working on getting those temperature sensors in the IDF rooms that protect our server. Most of you know if those servers overheat, the network is down. But I do have some good news that I received today. One thing that Dr. Pereira requested at the beginning of the year, when the server go down, we have campuses that can't provide HVAC. That's PRE, West Main, Bamo, and the middle school, and Pat Rainey. We did have a contractor come in and put internal servers on those units. So now when the network goes down, those units will continue to perform. So we don't have to, I know we had convocation and stuff. We were juggling everything around because we didn't have HVAC because the network was down. But we did address that and get an internal server on those so we can get those HVACs up and working. So they shouldn't stop working. Also, we got cold weather coming in. We've been ramping up for that for the last month and a half. There was buildings that need heat exchangers, so our kids and our staff would not walk in the cold classrooms this week. And I'm glad to say we did not get hardly any complaints about a cold room because our heat did come on. Very much so being proactive before the problem hits. So we had kind of identified in a meeting about a month ago what were the problems for last year. We had a lot of problems out of heat exchangers, and that's why kids had cold classrooms. So we did get out and start working on that a month ahead of time. So we're ready for it, and cross our fingers, we'll continue to get ready for it as we push through these winter months. And that is my report for October.
Okay. Thank you so much. Any questions, comments from the board?
Madam President, I do have.
Mr. Jones.
Thank you. I have a couple. One is concerning Ideal Impact and the potential savings that we were getting with them, and how's that partnership going? And then my other question is pertaining to the elevator.
The elevator, let's start with the elevator. They got parts coming in on November 7th. It's my last communication. I don't want to say too much about it because we're dealing with this vendor. I am allowing them to finish this work, but we haven't signed a service contract with another vendor yet. So we have a couple of service contracts of who's gonna service our elevators moving forward. And we're gonna let this vendor finish this work, and we'll sit down with Dr. Pereira and Ms. Mosley, and we'll make a decision who supports our elevators, because I did see some concerns. You know, I know the parts are hard to get, but I'm big on communication and being transparent. And when I don't see that, that's a problem. With Ideal Impact, I have looked at, there are some savings, but I'm doing just a more detailed look at those savings. So I can say if you look at the comparative bills between 2023 and 2024 and last school year, you can see the savings in the light bill, the water bill, and the gas bill.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
Here we're going to move on to adoption of the consent agenda. 10.1, approval of the following minutes. BE, consent agenda. Number 1 is September 3rd, 2025, work session. 2, September 18th, 2025, regular meeting. 3, October 8th, 2025, work session. Board, this is an action item for the consent agenda. Is there a motion?
Madam President.
Ms. Nichols?
Madam President, I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
I have a motion by Ms. Nichols to approve the consent agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
I have a second by Ms. Cortez. If you all will please vote from your devices. Well, let me ask first, is there any discussion? Sorry, I missed that part. Okay, hearing none, if you'll vote.
I'm sorry, pardon this interruption. Trustee Cortez, whenever you're ready. Would you like me to vote on your behalf?
You can. Thank you. Yes.
Madam President, thank you very kindly. On behalf of the Lancaster ISD Board of Trustees, the consent agenda for approval as presented has been approved unanimously.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Allen. Okay, we're going to move on to our action items. We have one action item tonight. Consideration and possible consent to sheriff's sale of real property, Dallas County Public Works Property Division. Hey, Board, this is an action item. Is there a motion? I'm sorry. Let me not vote. I forgot we've talked about it. Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I have Ms. Shaw-Mosley and the mic to answer any questions and share information with the board and the community. Ms. Mosley, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, Board President, board members, and Dr. Pereira. I'm requesting for you to approve the sale of the property at 613 Pearson Street in Lancaster, Texas, 75146. Yes, and we need your approval and the resolution signed today, this evening, if you approve the sale of it.
All right, thank you. Board, any questions, comments? Okay, hearing none, this is an action item. Is there a motion?
Madam President,
Ms. Cortez?
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the sale of the property located at 613 Pearson Street, Lancaster, Texas, 75134.
I'm sorry.
75146.
Okay. We have a motion by Ms. Cortez to approve the sale of the property at 613 Pearson, Lancaster, Texas, 75146. Is there a second?
A second.
I have a second by Mr. Jones. If you all please vote from your devices.
I'm sorry, okay. Thank you, Madam President. On behalf of the Lancaster ISD Board of Trustees, to approve the sheriff's sale of real property associated with Dallas County Public Works Property Division, motion carried unanimously.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Allen. There's a resolution that I will read into the record. Resolution of the Board of Trustees of the Lancaster Independent School District authorizing County of Dallas to resell tax foreclosed property by public or private sale to the highest qualified purchaser as provided by Section 34.05 of the Texas Property Tax Code. Whereas this matter was briefed to the Lancaster Independent District Board of Trustees on October 30th, 2025, wherein the Board of Trustees agreed to use this form of resolution to provide the County of Dallas consent to sell the parcel of 613 Pearson Street, Lancaster, Texas 75146 to the highest qualified purchaser by public or private sale, and whereas several parcels of land were offered for sale by the Sheriff of Dallas County, Texas at a public auction pursuant to a judgment of the District Court of Dallas County, Texas for foreclosure of the tax lien securing payment of delinquent property taxes, accrued penalty and interest and court costs. And whereas this parcel of land did not receive significant bid as set by the law, was struck off to the Lancaster Independent School District as trustee for itself and for County of Dallas and the City of Lancaster, pursuant to Section 34.01 of the Property Tax Code. And whereas by this resolution, the County of Dallas of trustee for itself and other taxing authorities is authorized to resell these struck-off parcels of land which did not receive a significant bid as set by law, and to execute quitclaim deeds for said parcels conveying the right, title, and interest acquired or held by Lancaster Independent School District as a party to the judgment foreclosing tax liens, and whereas the Lancaster Independent School District desires to resell said parcel in the expeditious manner pursuant to Section 34.05 of the Property Tax Code. Now therefore be it resolved by the Lancaster Independent School District Board of Trustees, Texas, that Section 1, the Lancaster Independent School District does hereby provide specific authorization to the County of Dallas to act as trustee to offer for sale for public or private sale in parcels of land Exhibit A attached herein to made a part therefore in the Lancaster Independent School District Board of Trustees does hereby consent in compliance with Section 34.05 of the Texas Property Code, Tax Code of the sale in said parcels to the highest purchaser, even if the amount tendered is less than the market value of the land specified, is required by Section 34.05 of the Texas Property Tax Code, or in compliance with Section 34.05 of the Texas Property Tax Code for the amount equal to or greater than its current market value as shown by the most recent certified appraisal roll, if the sum of the amount of the judgment plus post-judgment taxes, penalties, and interest owing against the property exceeds the market value in the sale in each taxing unit entitled to receive proceeds of the sale contains to the sale of for that amount. Section 2, the resolution shall be taken effect immediately from and after its passage in accordance with the provision of law. Passed and approved on this 30th day of October 2025 by the Lancaster Independent School District Board of Trustees, Lancaster, Texas. This document will be signed by district administration as well as the attorney. Okay, thank you. Okay, at this time we'll move to board matters. Okay, we have discussion and modifications to board operating procedures. This information, we will discuss during our LSU training, which will take place on Saturday, I believe it's November 8th. So if y'all, I did send y'all an email. If you have any modifications or edits that you'd like to add, please send those out. And then for reminders, the LSU training day is on November the 8th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and that will be held at the Lancaster ISD Seek building. Next reminder is the joint City Council meeting with the LISD Board of Trustees at the Lancaster Recreation Center. That will be Monday, December 1st at 6 p.m. Also, there's an upcoming conference, NABSC 53rd Annual Convention, Chicago, Illinois, December 10th through the 14th. TASB's 31st Annual Conference will be in Irving, February 18th through the 22nd of 2026. TASB Governance Camp will be in Galveston, March 4th through 7th of 2026. Okay, board, we've come to the end of our agenda. What's left is adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
We have a motion to adjourn. We will adjourn. The time is 8:18 p.m. Thank you all for your time and have a good night.